What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? It's that time of week. It is time for the Media Clash podcast, and I am your host, Wayne, as always, joined by
Paul.
And we're going to talk about movie, TV, we're going to talk about the shows and the things that everyone's watching right now and give you our analysis and, our takes on things. Because, I'm highly opinionated about everything. And I'm going to give you my opinion because that's what you listen for. So, as usual, we always start with what we've been watching, what we've been playing. I haven't been playing squat. There will be a review for a game called Super Perils of Baking. It is a side-scroller from Lily Mo Games. I will have to get off my butt and film a review for it tomorrow and put that up. If I want to maintain my legitimacy as a games journalist. The embargo was today, but again, this foot in the tornado, I just have not been feeling up to it. I'm just going to have to force myself to do it. But it is, if you like side scrollers, it's awesome. Art style is really cool. What's funny about it is it does the hit progression. So when your health is full, you look like an adult with a beard and the chef hat and all that. And as you get hit, you get younger. Chef hat disappears. You look like a sous chef. You're not the head chef. Yeah. Kind of like a sous chef. And then when you get hit the third time, you're like no beard, just an apron. And then next hit you die. So it's got a story. It's got like a very old school retro story of like an evil chef hat that your brother put on, and like it brought this food to life, and you're trying to reach your brother to get him to come back to the good side, and you're from a long family of like cooks and people in the food industry. It's a very retro style game. It's got retro graphics, but they're really good. It's got a really cool art style. But side scrollers just aren't my thing. I suck at them horribly. Everyone loves Mario. I hate Mario. I never beat Mario. You want to know why? Because I could never get past like the third stage. That's how bad I suck at side scrollers.
Of level 1?
Yeah. Dude, Jesus. I could not play Mario for shit.
Jesus, dude.
So, yeah. I was not a side scroller fan. That's why I played Japanese RPG. Like, Final Fantasy was my jam. I remember the NES, one of the games I played the most was like the Knight Rider racing game. And shit, that's what I did. I didn't play side scrollers, no Castlevania, or anything like that because I sucked at them. Like, I just, yeah. I did so. But I will get that done tomorrow and have that up for probably Saturday so I can keep my journalistic integrity going. East Asia Soft is always trying to get me to get codes, but their games are really weird and really inappropriate at times. They publish a lot of like Asian lewd games.
Weeb.
Very weeb things. With the anime girls and shit like that. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm good. Like, dude, I'm telling you, I get review code availability emails from East Asia Soft once or twice a week. That's how many games they put out. So yeah, I look for that. This will be up tomorrow, Friday. Look for the review Saturday, or during the week. It'll be up. It will be up Saturday morning. I have to do this. So it'll be up Saturday morning. Look for that. Try and get the YouTube channel up to 1,000 subs.
The only thing I've been playing is Sniper Elite 5 came out this week. And basically it's Sniper Elite 5. Nothing changed. The only thing they added to this franchise was the invasion mode, where at any moment...
Oh, yeah, you can go into another person's game?
Yeah. You can be a dick and try to kill them, or you can help them. And I'm sure a lot of people are probably dicks.
Of course.
I immediately turned that off.
Because it's the internet.
Yeah, before I even started the game, I turned that off in the options.
The only other thing I've played a little bit of, the new season of Destiny 2 started. I was so just... I don't know what it was. I just couldn't... Like, I got maybe to, like, level 40 in Season 16 Season Pass. Hopefully I make it through this one because there's, like... a pretty awesome set of skull armor for the like it's all like skull themed armor, like, you know, skeleton themed armor, but the heads are like these really cool two-tone masks with like either a partial skull or like it looks like the armor, the helmets are wrapped around. So I want that. And this season's got a really good storyline. Like people being haunted by visions of their like biggest regrets, and like Zavala, like we finally gonna hear the backstory of Zavala and his wife, because he had a wife and kid at one point in time, or adopted kid.
Yeah, and
so we get that. Keitel's gonna deal with Gaul, who was the main enemy, the first vanilla Destiny 2 vanilla. Crow is dealing with his former life as Aldrin. So yeah, I'm waiting for like clear, like I'm just wondering why we don't have any regrets as players. Like we should have something. I don't know, but hopefully I'll get through that. But other than that, I've not really been watching anything other than like some comedy specials. You can't do reviews on comedy specials because comedy is subjective. You either like what the comedian's doing or you don't. And I'm not getting into the cancel culture war on comedians and their jokes. It's just it's not happening. So Paul has seen some stuff that I have not seen. Take it away, Paul.
I've seen quite a bit, so it'll be kind of rapid fire. First, there was Jackass 4.5 came out on Netflix, and I thought it was the movie with the deleted scenes in it, like the previous 0.5s that came out with the other three movies. It was not. What's on Netflix right now is a behind-the-scenes / interview style of the movie. And he might have like a handful of stunts that didn't make it into the theatrical part.
A bit of breaking news from 3 hours ago.
What?
So, Twisted Metal. You want to know why Samoa Joe was basically written off of television Wednesday?
Oh, yeah. He's Sweet Tooth.
And you know where it's shooting?
Here?
Yep.
Nice. Will Arnett's also playing Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, he's doing the voice, but fucking Samoa Joe is playing Sweet Tooth.
Is he the driver?
He is going to be the flame-headed clown.
So it's just his body with
Arnett's voice.
Okay.
So...
Well, he missed one Dynamite, I think it was, because he missed that meet and greet on Saturday because he had a prior engagement of voiceover. He got double booked.
So yeah, I passed up working on Renfield, passed up working on Interview with a Vampire. The only casting I have seen so far because they're in pre-production on Twisted Metal right now, they were looking for twins. For some reason, I don't know. I'm gonna have to probably suck it up.
Try to do it.
And try and do it. Okay, so back to what you were saying.
So, yeah, so 4.5 is just a lot of the raunchy stuff that they couldn't put in the film. Lots of male nudity stunts. Tons of male nudity stunts. And a lot of just behind the scenes stuff of them talking about they were like the first production to start filming during COVID. how COVID changed everything and all this other stuff. They didn't bring up Bam at all, that situation.
Oh, no, they made sure they cut him out of everything.
There's a very, very quick clip of him, like, when they were doing flashback.
Well, I mean, even in the theatrical version of the movie, like, he was cut out. Like, you saw him, like, there was some things they couldn't cut him out of, so he's seen very quickly.
Yeah.
But other than that, he was cut completely out of that movie, which is why he sued.
Yeah.
And then they fucking just settled.
So then, yeah, they were talking about all these stunts, and I'm like, where are these stunts? And then I realized it's like, and then the end of the movie happened. I'm like, oh, this is just special features stuff. This isn't like the other .5s. So I went and watched Jackass Forever. Still funny. Had its moments. The new people they bring in was pretty good. But mainly the big standouts were like Steve-O and Pontius, Party Boy. They still do their typical stunts. They did some of the stunts they redid from like previous movies or previous episodes. And I think they're officially saying this is definitely the end.
I mean,
for them. Like,
yeah, I mean, if they bring it, but I mean, like, fucking Johnny damn near killed himself.
Yeah.
Which is like he was like he
once
was
again
he was a pretty good, like he acted pretty well and stuff.
Yeah.
It's quite sad that he just didn't keep doing it.
Like it was the bull fucking ring scene that he's done in, I think, in almost every movie of him just being in the ring with a bull.
Yeah, like he's like damn near destroyed his brain.
Yeah. So then I watched a couple of episodes of the David Letterman, My Next Guest. Watched the Ryan Reynolds episode. I watched the Will Smith episode, which they start off with a disclaimer that it was filmed before the Oscar slap happened. And I'm guessing this happened way before the Oscars. Like, this had to have been filmed last year.
Yes, this was filmed...
because it's still height in the COVID stuff. David Letterman's just great interviewer, very funny still.
I just love what Teresa was saying too. Like like him and Leno both left their shows. Larry King did it too. They left their shows, and then they just went and did them online.
Yeah. Is Jay Leno doing one?
Leno, like he started, like at first he was kind of doing what he was doing on the Tonight Show, and then he just said, "Screw it, I'm going to do a car show."
Yeah.
So now he's Jay Leno's Garage, and he's just.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Jay Leno's
Garage.
and
it's on like Motor Trend or something, and he just talks about cars and shit.
His amazing car collection.
Oh yeah, but he's not like talking like they bring in like new shit. Or like special one-offs. Like he got to drive the C8 Corvette like 8 months before anybody else. Like that's like people bring him special shit.
I really hope Comedians Getting Coffee comes back.
That was I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but that was a really good show.
Yeah. Fuck. What else? I watched Bob's Burger, the movie. But also the TV show, the last 2 episodes of the season was very good. Blade Runner parody.
Yes. I mean, I was hoping they were going to go full Blade Runner.
Yeah. The second episode
kind of dialed it back. I was like, oh, man.
That's why the second episode's rated lower than the first episode. But Bob's Burger, the movie, it's an hour and 40-minute cartoon. Basically, it's an hour and 40-minute show. And it was very good. It's very funny. Keeps your interest. It's got a good plot in it. Not a whole bunch of side characters in it, but I'm guessing that's because of COVID type stuff. Might have not had that many cast members come back for it, but yeah, definitely go check it out. And I think that's it for the stuff you haven't seen. I'm probably missing something.
Probably so. So how do we want to do these? Because these three are... Well, we'll start with Better Call Saul, because we talked about Better Call Saul the last episode. We just hadn't seen the
season finale. Mid-season finale.
Yes, because he comes back in July. And my God.
Yeah.
That finale. Dude, the plan that they've been doing the whole season to get Hamlin was ingenious.
It's... All right, so...
It is very petty, very like... But it was an ingenious fucking
You stole
scheme.
like multi-million-dollar lawsuit settlement from you.
I mean, they're still going to get paid out millions.
They're still going to get paid millions, but...
It could have been more.
It could have been more because it was your case.
Yeah. I mean, it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't... It literally, the plan... Like, they did it for petty reasons.
Yeah. But it's mainly Kim.
Oh, yeah. Kim showing... Like, that last episode showed, like, Kim is just as bad, if not worse, than Jimmy.
She
could have went to her meeting and did all the good that she was saying she wanted to do.
Further her career.
But she didn't. She came back to make sure the plan still went off, because she would have rather have the plan pay off than them going, okay, we'll just let this meeting happen. And, you know.
Here's the thing. You got to feel bad for Hamilton.
Oh, yeah, Hamlin, like, again, because
he did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong. His home life was already horrible, because for some reason him and his wife were split.
Was split, and he was still he was living in the guest house. Nobody knew that. His name has forever going to be tainted.
Yes.
That he was a drug addict.
Oh, and I tried the can spin, and it worked.
What can spin?
When Hamlin tells the intern or whatever, when he drops all the cans on the ground when he's stocking the refrigerator, and Hamlin picks up the can and he spins the can around, because the kid tried to just put the cans in the refrigerator, and he's like, those are going to just explode on people. And he goes, I'll show you how you do it. And he's like spinning the can. And he goes, you know who told me this? That's when he starts talking about about what's his face. And so the other day I was at the racetrack, and I didn't have my boot on. Because I was driving. So I just had my driving shoe on, and I was walking with the cane. And I was sitting there waiting in line for like a good 5 minutes, right? It's fucking going slow, if not more. And right when I get to the counter, my Red Bull falls out from my arm, hits the floor, fucking goes spinning off. I'm like, God damn it, pick it up. I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. And then when I got in the car, I just was like, let me see.
But is it that carbonated in Red Bull?
I mean, yeah, it is carbonated.
Huh.
I don't know, but I mean, all I know is I spun the damn can, and it didn't explode on me.
Yeah,
But yeah, you're right. They basically ruined Hamlin's name, legacy.
Now all three members of HHM. Yeah.
It's Hamlin, and McGill. Who was the other Hamlin? Was it his dad?
His dad, I think.
Well, yeah, and his dad is probably dead.
And
which is why you don't see that law firm in Breaking Bad.
Yeah. And it's the way they shot that ending scene is so perfect, of the knock on the door of Hamill. And when he opened the door, you could see the candle flame kind of shimmy from the wind. And then as Hamilton's just laying into Kim and them, And then you have that split second, you see the wind hit the fucking candle. And then you see the face of Kim and Jimmy.
Just fucking...
When they see Lalo fucking come in. And then Hamilton's just like, who's this guy? Was he in on it too? All this stuff, not knowing. And Kim was like, dude, get the fuck out now. You don't know what you're doing.
I mean, yeah, because, again, like, fucking Lalo showing just how fucking ruthless he is. He fucking just caps Hamlin in the head.
Oh, because Lalo at that point knew he's on a suicide mission. He's probably not going to survive after the night.
So, basically, not only did Kim and Jimmy ruin Hamlin, like, in the eye of the law firm, right? Now the only way out of this is really to say Hamlin showed up,
killed himself,
distraught, and shot himself.
I say, if anything, they dump the body somewhere, or they make the body disappear, or they dump the body and make it look like he committed suicide after what happened. Like, they're not going to have the body at the fucking...
I don't know. I think that's how it's going to play out.
Then why put a silencer on the gun?
No, because I mean because Lalo's gonna leave that body there, and it's gonna be on them to try and figure out a way to do it. And what's the easiest way to do it?
And it's also Kim knew Lalo was still alive
and didn't tell Jimmy.
Never told Jimmy.
Dude, I can't wait to see exactly how, like, all this plays out.
Yeah.
Like, I still hold out hope that at the last flash forward at the end of the season, it's fucking Jimmy meeting up with Kim, but it's looking less and less like that's going to happen. I mean, they're planting seeds that she does with the vacuum cleaner guy. And Jimmy clearly gets that book. Jimmy's going to get that book before the season's over from the vet.
Oh, Joe DeRosa.
Yeah, because he had that in better. Like, it was there when they were cleaning up the house.
So, apparently somebody translated that book. Broke the code.
Of course, because that's what the internet is supposed to do. It's not supposed to do all the horrible shit that it's been doing. It's supposed to do shit like, I'm going to break this code, or we're going to be able to read common in Star Wars.
So the whole thing, Lalo is so fucking good of like him going into the sewers to spy on the laundromat of Gus.
Yeah, no, because I thought, I'm like, all right, he found out where the tunnels are and he's tunneling in.
Yeah.
No, he's just freaking waiting outside to see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. And then he makes that one mistake.
Yep, he calls his uncle, and here's the
bug.
Yeah. And it's not even like, I don't even think it's the blood. I think it's the secretary answering the phone, like connecting it through a tapped line on purpose.
Mm.
I think that's ultimately what it is, because they're not listening to every phone call. They're listening to ones that are going to Hector.
Yeah, and I'm guessing Gus is so paranoid because nobody believes him that they think Lalo's still alive before this happened.
Yeah,
like Gus.
Now they're
now
they're gonna know. Now they're gonna be like, oh hell yeah, he's alive.
Yeah, because Mike was like, we gotta get you the fuck out of here right now.
Yeah,
when he was trying to give away money to
the
kids. And so Lalo just chilling in the fucking sewers, buying his time, spying. And then when he fucked up, he knew, because he told Uncle, like, hey, this is it. This is how it's going to go down, knowing that Gus is listening. And then,
but here's the thing, like,
how does Jimmy come into his plan? Like, I guess because of Mike, he sees Mike and he knows Mike and... Yeah, or, again... Because Jimmy, when he runs into Jesse and Walt while they still have the mask on, he's like, "Did Lalo send you?" So clearly, Lalo doesn't die, or at least Jimmy doesn't know he's dead. My guess, he probably goes to prison for like a very long time, like life.
Which probably means Jimmy does have something to do with it.
Unless they
get him on that
Jimmy does
that case.
No, it's either that or Jimmy does the last redemption that he can do after Hamilton died of try to prove that Lalo killed Hamilton and try to save Hamilton's name.
I mean, he's up for murder as it is already.
Yeah.
If he exposes that Lalo is alive, like he's going to multiple people want him at that point.
No, technically he's whatever the fake name is.
Yeah, well the feds know that it's fucking Lalo.
And it's also he doesn't know the feds are wanting Lalo.
Yeah, because Kim never said anything.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, the fucking
because that's when she's like, it all depends on what you want to be. Do you want to be a rat or do you want to be a front of the cartel?
The prosecutor.
Yeah.
And
then Kim went and told Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was because he's right there. The other one's in the bedroom, and something just made noise upstairs.
Another cat somehow got into the house.
I don't know.
So yeah, definitely can't wait until when it comes back. Is it the end of July? Or?
It's some point in July.
Because I know Stranger Things is July 1st.
Everybody's pulling. They trying to get those Emmys.
I don't think it's going to work for Stranger Things, but
it might get something because it's they're well no because they would I think they would be in the same categories.
Yeah, they'll definitely be in the.
They would be in the same categories because the Emmys is stupid.
Unless there was a musical number in it, then it can be in the.
Yeah, then it's a musical,
comedy and musical. I guess the other thing we started watching was Kenobi.
Well, no, let's do Stranger Things and then Kenobi.
Okay.
Since Stranger Things is the first half of the season's done, we can talk about all of it. My God, this is why broadcast television is doing such horrible numbers. Like I had completely forgotten the shit that was going on.
Stranger Things?
Yeah, I didn't watch the recap at all. I just started watching the show and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah, I'm like, this is why you don't do this.
Same way I feel when fucking Venture Brothers comes back every season of like, God, it's been like a year and a half, almost 2 years. What the fuck? I don't even remember what's going on.
But I mean, this is literally why fucking broadcast shows do so horrible in numbers. Like Superman's been on like 4 hiatuses already. Like, bro, you don't even have that many episodes, and you're taking like 4 hiatuses and spreading shit out. Like,
yeah,
just make more episodes.
I really liked the first season of Stranger Things, and then season 2 wasn't good at all. Like it was a bad follow up.
What was season 2? Was
she leaves to go? She ends up finding her quote unquote sister.
Is that season 2? I thought that was last season.
No, last season was her with Billy.
The whole going the going to find the other girl wasn't the first half of that season?
I don't know. It's been so long.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was... Yeah, I'm just... Because I don't remember what the second season enemy even was.
No, second season was... Will goes back to the Upside Down? Oh, they were using Will as a connection to the Upside Down world to the real world. Yeah, because he still had a connection to the Upside Down. And they were using him as a way to get in.
Yeah, because there was 2 freaking years between season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And then season 3 was 2019, and then this is 2022, and in July for 2 episodes.
Yep.
For 2 episodes.
That last episode is almost 4 hours long.
It better be.
It's longer. It's like 3.5, I think. It's longer than in-game. And in-game was like 320 and some change. See, because I thought there was like, all right, this is 7 episodes of this season, and then there's going to be like another 7 seasons, 7 episodes.
So season 2, yeah, The Lost Sister was episode 7.
Yeah, okay.
And then the Mind Flayer. So the second season, all you saw was the Mind Flayer in like the clouds when the lightning went off.
Yeah.
It was the silhouette on the red. And then it came over as the rat body in season 3 in the mall.
Yeah, because you introduced Billy.
Yeah.
And season 3 is better because of the mall aspect. The kids are more grown up. The funniest goddamn thing is the date at the beginning of the season, when they show when the incident happened, quote unquote, 3 days before I was born. September 8th, 1979.
Oh, it's
Also, those kids grow up real fast. So
what's what I'm saying? Like, it's only supposed to have been 3 years since the first season, and I'm like, I know puberty hit you hard, but
Mike should be in fucking college right now.
Like, yeah, because I mean, they were in like 7th grade technically. No,
8th.
Yeah, so like 8th grade.
Yeah, I think they're
in season 1.
They're
They're freshmen now. They're freshmen.
Okay.
Because Luke is a freshman on the basketball team.
Okay. And all those people are like in their 20s. Just about.
They are now, because I mean,
except for Millie Joe.
I think she's like 18 and 19.
Yeah.
Like, they'd have still been.
No, she just turned 18. Either she just turned 18 or.
Yeah, so I mean, technically they should have been when the season should have come out.
Yeah.
They would have all been younger. But
also this season, it's unfortunately,
I mean, you can tell it's a COVID season. Nobody's together. And
yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be together by the end of the show.
It's also, you got to take 11's powers away.
Which is why, like, I'm really hoping she just doesn't show up at the end. Like, granted, they've built it up where she should be the one that fights one. But,
yeah,
like, I think the other group of kids has done more. They deserve the win.
I got a bad feeling for
Eddie?
No, not Eddie. Who's fucking British?
Fucking British.
No, Eddie is British.
Oh, Eddie is British.
Billy, Australian. So all these newcomers they keep adding to the show, foreigners who play Americans. Oh God, fucking was dancing
the dude with the square head and the big hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, all those bites and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that can't be good.
Yeah, he's gonna probably die from that, unfortunately. He's the best character in this fucking season. Him
and
and
always fucking babysitting.
Yeah, it's like, it's the classic thing of when you got this large cast, you can't have them together all the time. You have to separate them. They did it for Guardians too. Like most of the movie, the Guardians were separated. They've been separating Stranger Things group since season 2.
They really.
And they come back at the end.
Season 1, they were somewhat separated. But now there's like literally, it makes no sense for them to come. Like, because again, half of them are in California.
Yeah.
The other half are...
It also makes no sense of like Nancy. All of a sudden, Nancy and the boyfriend are like...
They were on the outs. There was hinted at subtly. They were on the outs. And he just became an idiot.
No, he's a fucking pothead.
Well, now he is, but he became an idiot after that first season. Like, I think even back then they were like, we're going to split them up.
I think the brothers, the Duffer brothers, I think they move up because I think they have a Star Wars deal waiting for them.
Yeah,
and it might be one of those. We gotta end this. And is there gonna be a season 5?
I don't think so. I think this is it. It takes them too long. Like it took this season shouldn't have took this long to come out. Like you can't wait any longer. Granted, you could keep it in the 80s for another 4 years.
Yeah, this is 86. I think it's 86.
Yes, this is 86.
The best thing about this whole thing is the villain. The practical effects on it.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Looks fucking great. Him killing people, basically fucking Freddy Krueger style.
Yeah. The fact that Freddy Krueger was in this show and talked to a Nancy was great.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to a Nancy. Yeah. Completely forgot Robert Englund was in this, but he did a great job of being the dad. Moves into an amazing house, infested with black widows. Has a fucked up psychopathic son.
I mean, and I do like how they told basically the same. They told the same origin story from 2 different perspectives.
Yeah. I don't understand one thing, because it's been a very long time. I thought Matthew Modine got attacked by the demigod Gorgon.
I know. I thought he was dead
and
too.
Died.
I thought he was dead too, but obviously not.
Oh, he got dragged into the Upside Down or something like that.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and I'd have to read.
Because I was thinking this guy is Matthew Modine.
Yeah, I know, but it's sort of like I'd have to go back and see.
Yeah.
What happened to him? Because I thought he was dead too, which is why you had Owen.
Yeah.
And then you had what's his face?
Paul Reiser.
Yes, Paul Reiser. That's what I'm there. So it's a good show. I like the story. It's a great original story. Really, it is. I mean, only really things you can kind of compare it to would be comic books that deal with the multiverse and crazy shit.
I think what happened was they didn't expect it to be this fucking big. They didn't expect it was going to go this long.
I mean, I don't even think it's that. I think it blew up even more after season 3. And it just kept snowballing.
Steve.
Yeah, it just kept snowballing after season 3.
Yeah.
And people wanted more, and they just took forever. Because, I mean, when did they put out that trailer showing that fucking Hopper was alive? That was years ago.
No, that was the end stinger on season 3.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought that was like in one of like a teaser trailer.
No, that was the end credits stinger thing, like after mid credits.
I could have swore I thought that was like a trailer that came up. But either way, I'm like, they took forever.
That's another thing that that story is not like...
It's not, again...
It's not a good story.
I mean, it's not even that. It's that. It's been drug out too long.
How do you... Like a housewife and an ex... I guess military... Somebody... Crazy person...
Well, I mean...
Fly to Russia and to break out a fucking...
Well, here's the thing. So... The Russian that they were going to meet clearly had permission to fly back and forth. He must have been flying...
Yeah, contraband.
He was flying contraband, but clearly airspace knew he did it, like some legitimate reason for him to do it.
Unless he was flying low enough not to be on radar.
Yeah, so he either had a legit reason to be flying back and forth, or he was avoiding radar. my whole problem with that part of the storyline is it just took too long. It didn't need to be dragged out the entire season.
And it's also, while this is going on, how long it's going to take for them to get back to fucking Indiana?
Yeah, so I mean they're done. They're like they shouldn't be a part of anything.
Because you still have to kill.
I still, even for the 80s, I seriously doubt.
Because technically they haven't broke out of the prison yet. They're
they're
still
stuck in prison. Even in the 80s, I guarantee you, the older adult brother would have been able to talk to the sister who now they have paperwork saying she's my sister. Oh, we need your mother. She's on a plane flying to Alaska.
Yeah.
I am her guardian right now. I even for the 80s, I think that works. Like, it's those kind of things where I'm like, no, I'm not buying it.
I do say this.
And that every cop is not corrupt. Like, they shouldn't have been able to talk to her without a lawyer.
I do say the military being so hardcore at this is a bit much.
I hope you see that's the part of the thing that I wish
came out
they
of
would
nowhere.
No, that's what I'm saying. I wish that was explained more.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
They've got a literal section of the military who's like, we don't care. We believe she is 100% a risk, and we will kill her if we find out where she's at.
Yeah.
You don't get that when he's just talking to Paul Reiser.
And then when he's fucking basically torturing the poor FBI agent or whatever branch.
Whatever they are, yeah.
But I do say this season has the best supporting characters that's not like mainly with the show. Like Murray is great.
Murray's great now.
Yuri
was funny.
Was very good. Them two together, very good.
Max is way better this season.
Oh, yeah. Also, that song, #1 on iTunes.
Bro,
it gets stuck in your head very easily.
I got in my car. I'm listening to my music. I put on my Pandora's 80s pop radio station, right?
Yeah.
That is the first song that plays, and I'm like, this has never, ever played on this station before. Yep. And now it plays first thing when I turn the station on.
Because that song is now #1.
Teresa was saying she was like looking up and like that woman never allows her music to be used by anybody.
Really?
Yeah. And for some reason, supposedly the video for that song wasn't allowed on MTV because they said it was just too weird.
Oh, I watched it.
I mean, it's just a bunch of interpretive dance and shit. Like,
fucking Jamal, aka Jamal, did a reaction video for it.
Of course he did. Black people were reacting to white shit.
So yeah, them two, great. Eddie,
I like the guard.
Oh,
the corrupt guard with Hopper.
Yeah,
I think that would, instead of having Winona Ryder and all them trying to get there, I think it would have been better to have them two figure out how to get out on their own. Because then you have him just like prove his loyalty or whatever and like come back to America.
Eddie started off that speech he gives in the cafeteria.
That character took a complete 180, and I'm like, I like this. Like, he's like portrays this scary, like plays up the look, and he's like, man, I am a wuss.
Yeah. Yeah, after he gives that speech, basically shitting on everybody in the fucking high school.
I've given that speech before too. It was awesome. I gave it at graduation practice though.
Weird Al gave a shout out to Stranger Things because of the comment they said about the shirt. It's like, you wore that Weird Al shirt, and that was very brave of you. And so yeah, Eddie, and then fourth is Pizza Guy.
Oh yeah, Pizza Guy is great. See, and there's stuff that was in the trailer that we haven't seen yet. Like Eddie playing his guitar on the top of his trailer is coming.
I purposely didn't watched none of the trailers.
Dude, that
and
trailer,
like
the friggin' score for that trailer is absolutely amazing. I'm so pissed that it's not, that is an epic remix version of Separate Ways. Oh my god, it's so great. They put it. It's like on Apple Music and shit. Like some dude fucking
Journey.
Yeah, it's like this orchestrated, which it fits this season. Nobody's together.
Yeah,
But it's like this epic orchestrated version of like Separate Ways. And at one point in it, you see fucking Eddie rocking out on his fucking, on top of his trailer.
his baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
So clearly he's had that guitar for like 3 years. Since they discovered the Upside Down stuck in 1983.
Yeah, it's apparently it's the Light Bright. Also, the Lynch Mob basketball team.
I mean, that was very
kind of fizzled out of nowhere. It kind of just like once Homeboy died.
well, yeah, because once they realized now it's going to be the rest of the fucking like he went and got the rest of the town.
But the best thing, like that dude can give a fuck. That's a future fucking politician right there because he can give that fucking rah-rah speech. He's a future cult leader.
Yep.
Because he can get some people behind him. But the best is when he tells the fucking sheriff is that Eddie is has Satan powers and stuff like that. And that was the reason why his friend died in the lake.
So I mean, it's so hilarious. Like it's a trope. It really is.
Yeah.
And what I love is, did you see Justin put up? I don't know if you're friends with Justin on Facebook. He put up. I don't know if it was after the shooting or after Stranger Things, and it's like bullies in movies, and it's like the fucking dude in the leather jacket and the fucking mohawk, and it's like bullies in real life, and it looks like the dude from the basketball player in his fucking khakis and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that is how it actually is.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. There was no need to split this.
No, there is not. There was not a reason, unless, like you said, like these last two episodes are like,
they already
6 to 7 hours long.
They already said.
So like, then they're as long as other episodes. They just didn't want to cut them up.
They crammed everything together.
Yeah,
I think that's basically what they said. Is like they didn't want to get rid of nothing.
So they just made movies.
Basically.
I mean, that's fine. Like people are gonna complain, and I'm like, I don't care. I'll watch a fucking. What's the difference between watching like 7 episodes straight,
yeah,
or watching one episode that lasts like 4 hours? Like, there's no difference.
I watched fucking Hamilton straight through, and that was like 3 hours.
I mean, we literally watched.
I watched Seven Samurai. That was like 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah, and that's kind of hard to sit through at times. We watched half the episodes in one sitting. Then she fell asleep, and then the next morning we watched the rest of them straight through.
I watched everything straight through. Like I just did it nonstop Saturday night. So
yeah, I mean,
they
look, bro. There are times I come home and I pass out on the sofa.
We just watched 5.5 hour fucking wrestling pay-per-view.
Exactly. I don't like people. I don't know people complaining.
In game, over 3.5 hours.
Yep.
Dark Knight,
3 hours almost.
Yeah, 2:45 I think it was.
The Batman was almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
People complain about the dumbest shit.
I was like, all right, fine. We'll put fucking instead of episode 9 being 3:45 or 3.5 hours long, we'll just separate that and we'll add a 10th episode. No, you just like here's some bookmarks so you feel like you're actually watching separate episodes. Yeah. But a quick Netflix news is they are shutting down any fucking project. Any of the vanity, quote unquote vanity projects like The Irishman, not happening. So all those big time fucking directors and actors that wants to come and do their own thing on Netflix, Not happening.
I mean,
anymore.
I think they'll have, they're restructuring everything, and they're just going to be like, if you want to do it, this is going to have to be, it's going to have to be like.
So many movies.
No, I mean, it's going to have to be like the regular box office at this point. You know, we're not going to pay for something that nobody's going to watch.
There's so many movies and TV shows that got canceled off of Netflix. Or was supposed to last so many seasons or getting cut down. Because they were hemorrhaging money and not getting nothing back. Because people share their fucking passwords.
I mean, I don't even think it's they still got 200 and some odd million fucking subscribers.
No, but that's their excuse. Too many people share their passwords.
Well, I mean, if they got, I mean, they're gonna have the access to the numbers to see exactly how many separate households are using the same fucking logins.
Yeah, well, they started that program in Argentina, or like some South American country. They started that.
Mm-hmm.
How they're supposed to like govern that, try to crack down on it.
I mean, it's a fucking it's a product of the internet because nobody felt bad about fucking stealing music.
Yeah,
nobody felt bad about being pirating shit. And everybody wanted to go, oh, you know that girl who fucking got sued by Metallica and Napster and had to pay like, if she'd have she'd have had to pay for all that shit legitly, like she'd have paid a shit ton of money for it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and again, that's people who like, oh no, I'm like, the copyright law is what it is. Like, you don't have a right to just fucking have something because you want it.
Oh, speaking of copyright laws, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Winnie the Pooh horror film.
I mean, are any of those shots real? Because every article I read is like, hasn't started yet, but I keep seeing pictures with these fucking articles.
It's finished. It's done. He started filming in January. The second it became a public domain, Winnie the Pooh, he fucking started filming. So it's in post-production right now. So, and it basically just looks like fucking.
It's a slasher movie. It's
a
slasher
psychopaths
movie.
Dress up like Winnie the Pooh characters.
This is why I'm like, I'm all for infinite fucking copyright as long as the owner is the business that owns it or the person that owns it is still alive or family, whatever.
This is why Disney is desperately trying to keep Mickey out of the public domain.
Yeah, but anytime somebody gives them and makes the extension, it's given to everybody. They follow the same. They're governed by the same rules as everyone.
Also, it's just creating bootleg stuff that they can't shut down.
Because I mean, here's the thing: like everybody wants to complain about originality and people making original shit. It's like, bruh. How many people with Mickey Mouse went in the fucking public domain? Like,
you go to Orlando, how many fucking stores are selling bootleg
Disney
like, World or Universal shit?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody is gonna do anything original with Mickey Mouse. Like, it's still going to be Mickey Mouse. Like, it's not original.
But the problem is Disney has no control over it, so they can do whatever they want.
And here's the reason why I think they should be able to keep Mickey their own. Their entire business model, their entire business revolves around that fucking mouse.
Yeah, that's their argument. It's like this is a multi-billion-dollar fucking company.
Yeah, like this company still exists. Like, that's why Tolkien's estate should never lose. As long as there is a Tolkien blood relative, they should never lose the rights to Lord of the Rings.
So the thing is with Winnie the Pooh,
the original story, like, it's not the Disney stuff, it's the original story.
Yeah, it's not the Disney stuff, it's the books.
Yeah, it's the original books, which is why, like, the first how many Sherlock Holmeses are.
Yeah. So we can make a Tarzan film if we wanted to. We can make a Sherlock Holmes film if we wanted to. Which apparently that's a meme. Like, all superheroes end up being Sherlock Holmes at some point.
Basically.
Fucking, Robert Downey Jr., Benjamin Cumberbatch, Henry Cavill.
Yep. We could make a sequel to Night of the Living Dead and have it actually reference Night of the Living Dead.
We can make fucking Night of the Living Dead if we want to.
Yeah, we can remake
do
it.
it shot for shot.
Yeah, we could do but I wouldn't make a shot for shot remake. I would just I would make a sequel.
They put out some really, like Sid Haig's in one. It was Night of the Living Dead 3D.
Mm-hmm. But again, to me, that's like, why, like, all right, so this is in public domain. Let me use it as a base to make something new. Which is basically what all those other fucking zombie movies were. Yeah. They all were basically sequels to Night of the Living Dead.
Also, the original producer, I think Ed O'Bannon, I think it was him, who basically went back and, like, without George Romero a part of it, or wanted nothing to do with it, basically redid fucking Day of the Dead twice. And then he let Snyder do Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, but at least Dawn of the Dead was good because fucking James Gunn wrote it. It looked good because Snyder directed it and had his director of photography with him that makes all of Zack Snyder shit look good.
I still hate that movie because of the zombie baby. It's the stupidest fucking thing. Oh, yeah, look how edgy and fucking we are.
No, but I mean, it looked bad, but... Like,
also that too.
I still think it made sense.
And it's just slow in the fucking middle. It's got a good soundtrack, though.
Yes. And like I've said many times, the first professional review I ever did. Working at Delgado was the first. I got press screening, first fucking published review.
Oh, I used to love going to fucking screenings of movies back when I was a manager at the fucking theater. I seen fucking episode 2 like a month and a half early. It was awesome.
I mean, Netflix, they got every right to keep people from fucking sharing their past. Like,
oh yeah,
you agree to that shit when you sign up.
But also, you need to control your money, because they were paying shit tons of money buying the rights to movies, or
I mean, here's the problem: they lost a lot of libraried shit, and which means a lot of people went to other services.
And a lot of their
they were the only game in town, they could do that.
A lot of their new original shows or movies are not as big as what they thought it was going to be. Or even shows that were fucking big that people enjoyed, they still canceled it for some reason.
I mean, they know the numbers. They got to see like the return's not there.
But also the big thing, like a lot of stuff is coming back this month. There's like multiple. Westworld comes back this month. Umbrella Academy comes back this month. The Boys start tomorrow.
I mean, it's. I don't know why streaming was waiting to put shows out, but I mean, it's basically what it is. It's the first summer after fucking
the kids are
the pandemic, so they're just fucking putting everything out.
No, they're putting everything out now because all the kids are out of
school. Well,
school.
that's what I'm saying. It's the first summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first summer after, so I mean, Umbrella Academy should be really good.
I stopped watching Westworld after season 2.
Yeah, so I was never. It didn't pique my interest enough for me to go fucking watch it. I still haven't finished fucking Young Justice because I was just like, eh. I mean, I love the art style and like the earlier seasons, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of how they were doing this season.
The Boys, they don't put everything up at once. That's a weekly thing.
Yep.
Fuck. All right.
Yeah, because I think last season they had like the little after show. They were trying to fucking copy Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then the big massive thing that came out that we both watched, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I fucking love it. Like, I can't fucking find any other than the horrible fucking chase scenes with Leia that just weren't shot well.
I'm so on the fence on this show.
Like, I still think everybody online crying about writing, I'm like, that's just a bunch of people who...
Well, that's the thing.
It's easy enough for them to go, the writing's horrible, but... Bro, then what should it? Then what was that? What should that dialogue have been? Like, tell me in your creative genius mind that all these things that you've written and have been had critiqued. What should the line have been?
No, I want to see what the original. I want to know what the original fucking show was supposed to be before they came in and shut down production and basically rewrote the whole. Well, I mean,
didn't they
season.
say it was it was too similar to Mandalorian, which we can see that like. He's clearly carrying fucking Leia around with him. So clearly there's some kind of, like, there's a partial overlap between Mandalorian and this.
Unless it wasn't Leia. It was something else.
Or it might have been Luke, and they were like, no, we need to leave fucking Luke on fucking Tatooine.
No, yeah, because Luke had no idea if he was a Jedi. He was just old hermit.
Yeah, he just knew him as old Ben.
Yeah.
Again, because it makes more sense, because again, everybody on fucking YouTube, they're breaking canon. No, they're not. They're not breaking canon. She knew who he was.
Yes.
Granted, it makes Luke, to me, everybody's like, oh, it makes her consoling Luke, mean more. I'm like, no, it actually makes Luke look like more of an asshole, because ultimately she doesn't come out and explicitly say she knew who he was, but she fucking she clearly knew who he was when he goes, I'm here with Ben.
Yeah, because she literally puts the fucking message, help me, Obi-Wan, you my only hope.
Yeah.
So she knows who fucking Obi-Wan is. And but yet Luke doesn't know what's going on.
And again, then that comes down to what we've seen. Uncle fucking Owen at some point is only gonna let him know who Ben is at a distance.
It's also like that commute from work to back to his little fucking cave.
Oh yeah, that's fucking
Jesus Christ, Kenobi. Luke and them live the way the fuck out of middle of nowhere on Tatooine.
Yeah, I mean, it would be different if he was like in a speeder.
Yeah.
Going. Because, I mean, I've seen a map, and it's only literally, supposedly, and why it's on, whenever they go to Tatooine, it's only certain places that we just see over. Supposedly, the planet is uninhabitable other than this one area. Like, otherwise, the fucking heat gets way, like, shit's not living.
It's Australia.
Basically.
All the fucking major cities on the coast.
Yeah, so,
Nothing's
like,
in the
it's
middle.
uninhabitable other than by the natives, which are the sand people who have adapted because they've been around since the planet actually had water.
Yeah.
They adapted. And we get a good reason as to why all these planets that they fucking keep going to in the Outer Rim kind of look the same. Because when they went to that mining planet, it wasn't desert-like. It was kind of like what?
Prairie.
New Mexico-ish,
Yeah.
prairie-ish. And what were they doing? Fucking strip mining shit.
Mm.
Like, the Empire's just going to these planets fucking...
Yeah, he said there was forests and trees and families.
And now it's
on.
fucking desolate because the Empire's just coming in. Because, again, the Empire builds all this shit relatively fast. They need the resources to do it. They're going in fucking strip mining planets, not giving a shit about who lives there.
They're building a goddamn Death Star right now, so...
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah, because the second one's are like the second one was already being built by the time the first one was done.
Yeah, it was fully operational.
So I mean, it's those again. People are like, oh, no, like these small things are being answered, and you're not paying attention. And I love the fact that he's running around with Leia, because you get to acknowledge the good stuff that came out of the prequels.
See, I have no problem with Leia and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm on the fence. I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to wait until this thing finishes and see where it goes. Wait for Qui-Gon to show up.
Dude, he's not showing up until like episode 5. And then that's when he'll fucking talk to Qui-Gon, and then that'll lead to the final confrontation between him and Anakin. Because he's going to have a nice, long, hard talk with Obi-Wan about Anakin. Because he is the one that made Obi-Wan train Anakin.
Yeah. And he went against the council to do it.
Yeah, because Obi-Wan was willing to leave the order to fucking train Anakin. He was going to give it all away if they weren't going to let him do it.
And it also shows why in the prequel, old Kenobi not as swift with the fucking lightsaber as he used to be.
Yeah.
Because he burnt it.
I mean, he's fucked up and he's old. But again, it also, like, so, was it Screen Crushes today or yes? Somebody, no, it was Generation Tech was talking about, you know, because the fight scene was so slow and, you know, Ben couldn't do any, like, Obi-Wan couldn't fucking really fight back. And it's like, he's not practicing the Force in, like, 10 years. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, plus.
And he said the perfect example of this is, like, being still connected and using the Force, what you can do with it versus your old age. Yoda was old and decrepit. He floated around in a little thing most of the time, had to walk with a stick. But when he went full use of the Force, he's jumping around and fucking fighting. And when he's done, he's fucking wiped.
Well, it's also the fact of, one, he hasn't used the Force in like 10 years. And two, Vader now is so much powerful.
Yeah.
Because
fucking,
of
the video even said, like, he's like pushing 260, 270 right now.
Yeah.
Like, every fucking swing is like twice the strength, 3 times the strength of what it would have been in the fight on Mustafar. Neither one of them can move like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's all there. Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't understand people who are like, this is stupid. I'm like, what did you want?
I just love the fact that now you're showing Rogue One did it, now this is doing it, showing why Darth Vader was the most feared person in the galaxy. And
and again, people are like, oh, he didn't know Vader was alive. I'm like, up until this point, Vader probably hadn't been doing anything. Like, he wasn't going out in public. So Kenobi wouldn't have known. Kenobi's been living in a cave.
No, he probably knows who Vader is.
No. That's the whole
He doesn't
point.
know Anakin is Vader.
Yeah, he does. He learned that in episode 3.
Yeah, well, before that, before the third sister told her.
No. Obi-Wan knew in episode 3, movie number 3, that Anakin was Vader. They watched the security tapes in the fucking temple of Palpatine telling him, "Rise, Lord Vader." That's how Reva knows who it's Anakin. It ain't got nothing to do with anything else. It's the same thing that when Luke was fighting Vader in...
When did fucking Obi-Wan was watching security cameras of Vader?
In Return of the Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Him and Yoda go back to the temple. That's when they go, like, not even the younglings are alive.
Yeah.
And they go searching through the security footage. They see Anakin killing everybody, and then it ends with Palpatine standing over Anakin kneeling, and he refers to Anakin as Vader.
I don't remember this.
Yes, this is canon. This is live action canon at that. So when Reva is like going after Obi-Wan and he says Lord Vader wants you, in his brain right then and there he goes Anakin, and she being having the fucking ability to read people's fucking minds picks up on like, that's right, Obi-Wan, Anakin Skywalker is alive, just like Vader did to Luke when they were fighting on the Death Star, and he gleams from Luke that Luke had a sister named Leia. It's the same thing. It was there in the originals. It's got done right here. I don't understand how all these people that claim to be fans and know all this shit don't pick up on it. And even if you don't want to go that route, and we go with she's the Padawan in the opening of the first episode, she was in the temple while fucking Anakin was killing everybody. And the clone troopers would have referred to him as Vader, not Anakin. but she would have known who it was. And for all we know, she could have ran up to him and he could have murked all the other kids and she just barely got away. Like, there is so many ways that she could know who it is and not have said anything.
I'm still waiting for O'Shea Jackson to show up and see what the fuck he's doing in this show. Ice Cube's kid.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Is he in this?
Yeah. He's very excited that he's in this, but he won't say what he's doing in it. It's like, what's his face?
I don't know what he could be doing.
Oh
my God. I hope he's not Quinlan Voss.
He might be a Resistance.
Might be I just hope he's not Quinlan Voss. Like, that's got to be a perfect casting.
Is that like a Clone Wars thing? Of Rebels?
And he was like, they mentioned him in the episode 3. He's the one that leaves the message on the wall you cannot see unless your eyes are closed. Like, that's Quinlan Voss. He's literally in episode 1 when they're in the fucking town, like when Qui-Gon and all them, they're walking and they do something. He's literally sitting in the background at like a ball, like at one of the fucking stores or something. And fucking George Lucas was like, yeah, that's a fucking, like, he had a point for that character to be there and fucking have other shit done. Cause he's very distinctive. He's got a fucking yellow fucking like tattoo across his face, and like, he's very distinctive.
The smuggler, the guy, the fake Jedi dude, I thought he was going to be more in the show.
No, he's just, I think, I think there's certain things that happen to characters that maybe push them towards the rebellion.
Yeah.
And that's like meeting Obi-Wan is what's going to push him to it, because he didn't die.
No, he's not dead. I thought he was a good character of like faking.
Oh, yeah.
He was still doing good, but he needs to get paid.
Paid to do it.
Yeah.
I do kind of agree with, was it Jeremy, about the clone trooper? Unless he was just so drunk he didn't realize everybody had fucking things saying Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Mm.
Like, I do kind of think that it would have been cool if, like, when he saw that, like, everybody was looking for a Jedi named Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, he fucking, dumped out his helmet and fucking put it on and went to go fucking hunt. Or I've heard other theories that, like, he did recognize him.
Also, if you're trying to sneak around and not look like a Jedi, don't wear a fucking Jedi robe.
But here's the thing, the only ones, like,
I don't see anybody else in this fucking universe wear those type of robes other than Jedis.
But again, it kind of goes to the whole, like, by A New Hope, no one fucking knew Jedi, no one gave a fuck about the Jedi, they were a fucking legend. Which really, by the sequel trilogy, they're like, that was all, like, fucking Han's got to tell fucking Rey, yeah, it's all fucking true.
Does this set up to where Obi-Wan does, because it doesn't he give Luke his father's saber?
He has Anakin's lightsaber from
episode 3.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's the one from Mustafar that he has.
Okay. Because I thought it was like maybe this show sets up.
Yeah, because they both fight with blue lightsabers. So yeah, he's got Anakin's from Mustafar. Screen Crush pointed out though it's already been modified. So Obi-Wan modified it for some reason before he hit it.
Didn't hide his lightsaber too deep in the sand.
No, and he was pretty easily, like, he knew exactly where it was.
Yeah. It was literally one good gust of wind could uncover.
No, what I love is, like, he's digging and you hear a clunk and then it cuts over his shoulders and it's all fucking exposed. And I'm like, really, motherfucker? Like, you had to, you like, no. Like, those are those cuts where you like, somebody should have watched this back and said, nah, maybe we should have just had like part of it showing, and then he digs it up, not clunk, and then cut to like it completely dug up.
Yeah. So also over the weekend, Star Wars Celebration was going on, and they revealed a whole bunch of stuff of the trailer for the Rogue One guy,
Andor. That looks so good.
That was shown, was actually released to the public. The things that was only shown at the celebration was Mandalorian Season 3.
The animated Jedi whatever. It's an animated show that takes place during the prequels.
Yeah.
Because I did see a picture of like Ahsoka's like hometown, and it's probably like Ahsoka's mom carrying her in a little papoose, and then either a young Qui-Gon and a older Qui-Gon, or it's a young Dooku and an older, like, not gray-haired Christopher Lee. Because he still had, like, he had the beard, pointy beard. Like, it looked like it could have been Dooku, or it could have been a younger Qui-Gon. Because, I mean,
yeah.
Dooku did train Qui-Gon.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so it was, like, Yoda trained Dooku. Dooku trained Qui-Gon.
Yoda trained Dooku?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that's why Yoda did not take an apprentice after Dooku.
Oh, because he went bad.
Yeah. Well, he left the Order. Like, he didn't turn back. Like, he secretly turned to the dark side. He just kind of 86'd and was like, I'm no. And so Yoda never took another apprentice. Unless we get a retcon of like him actually doing something with Grogu, who would have been around during all of this anyway.
What was it, like 50 years old or something like that?
So he would have been around.
So, yeah, they showed a whole bunch of different trailers and concept art.
Bad Batch Season 2.
Fucking Harrison Ford, grumpy ass, fucking showed up just to promote Indiana Jones 5.
No, he talked up John Williams.
Yeah, and they introduced Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah, but I mean, he was out there fucking...
Yeah, John Williams, 90 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't
Dude,
know
I heard somebody complaining about the music. It was John's, and he's like, can we just get the Imperial March? And I'm like, clearly you have not looked up what John Williams did with the music on this show.
Oh, that's Jeremy. Jeremy was saying that.
Yeah, like you did. Like John Williams legitimately was like, he took pieces of the well-known ones. Like, this is a prequel.
Yeah.
This is like not peak Empire in the original trilogy. So it's like part of the Imperial March is the Inquisitor's song and stuff like that. Like, that's why it's that way, because he's telling a story. It's all about storytelling.
Yeah, there's something else from Disney Celebration. But also, Catherine.
No, the Jedi. Is it Jedi Fallen Order Survivor or just Jedi Survivor now?
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, so the sequel to Fallen Order.
That's it.
Is Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
People are like, who the hell is like... There were literally people saying the dude with the pointy teeth was the Grand Inquisitor. And I'm like, y'all, none of you motherfuckers watched Star Wars. Like, that's literally the dude that hangs out with Palpatine. Like, in the prequels. He's like some fucking assistant, whatever. Like, he hangs out with Palpatine. So clearly Palpatine's got him doing some shit, hunting people down.
I'm guessing I'm going to learn more when that Jeff Keighley thing happens.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll probably be something. There might even be a game, because it said, did it give a date? 2023. Yeah, I just think it just said 2023.
Yeah, my guess is probably going to be beginning of
first
quarter.
Keighley's thing may have like a gameplay trailer.
But Catherine Kennedy came out and said there will be no more character prequel movies. So no more Solo, no more recasting an existing character like how they did with Solo.
No, because now they can just put the motherfucker's face on a stand-in.
Yeah, they can do Face Off.
You know, because Luke looked way better this time on this in Book of Boba Fett. And all they got to do is get Harrison Ford to sign off on it.
Just as long as they don't do the fucking Carrie Fisher from...
Well, no, that was the old tech. Like, it would look
Rogue
probably
One.
it would look way better now. I still don't find Tarkin's to have looked that bad.
No, Tarkin looked fine.
Everybody shits on Tarkin.
It's from a distance, it looks good. Close up, you kind of see it.
Yeah, Leia's looked bad because she was like fully lit. Tarkin was never fully lit.
Yeah. And that goes to show...
It looked way better than the fucking makeup job they had on that dude at the end of fucking episode 3.
And it goes to show how badass he was, because Vader only took commands from 2 people.
Yeah, the Emperor and fucking Tarkin. Yeah, that's it. And there's only canonically, there's only 3 people that know Vader is, well, until now, there was only 3 people who knew Vader was Anakin. Tarkin, Thrawn, and Palpatine. That was it. I just hope we get a
No,
good...
because Thrawn is still alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Canonically, up until Reva, there were only 3 people who knew Anakin was Vader. And it was Thrawn, Tarkin, and Palpatine. As far as the rest of the galaxy knew, Anakin died in Order 66.
Supposedly, allegedly, they were hinting at an Avengers-style thing.
I mean, I could see it with some of us, like some of them, they're going after Thrawn.
Yeah, Thrawn being the Thanos character.
I'm kind of upset that Thrawn didn't have something to do with the First Order. Like, they completely got rid of the legends, like his legend story.
Yeah.
Like, he was, like, basically after the Empire fell, like, he stepped up and, like, he had, like, a First Order type fucking deal going on. So.
But the thing is, like, they didn't really talk much about Rogue Squadron.
Because I think you haven't heard anything about what is it, Legacy of the Sith or whatever that Sith show is gonna be. There's something that's gonna be set during the High Republic. I don't remember what it is. It might be another animated thing.
There's also supposed to be one that takes place during like KOTOR days with Dr. Revis.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like a fucking Knights of the Old Republic type deal going on. But I want to say there is like that's going to be a movie. The Sith thing is a Disney Plus show. From what I understood, the fucking KOTOR thing was going to be a movie. And you still got people who supposedly had deals.
Well, like we said, the
Duffers, I think, have a deal. Taika Waititi's got a fucking movie. Kevin Feige's got a movie. Feige said that his shit's got nothing to do with the Skywalker, so that's going to be another fucking...
Well, that's it. That's another thing they said at the convention, is that they're done with the Skywalker saga. There's no more fucking Skywalker-related stuff.
I mean, that's kind of bunk. I mean, it is... That is Star Wars, and the right people can do it properly. But I mean, I would rather see like go fucking Old Republic, because I fucking love that MMO. But I mean, there's all kind of shit they can do in Star Wars. It's still, I mean, it's kind of hard to get away from the Skywalkers when the entire fucking point of the the fucking series existing is them.
Yeah. But there's so many other stories you can tell, like on different planets, that has nothing to do with Might be at the same timeline, but just...
But here's the thing, like, it all has to tie in some kind of way.
It all comes back to Vader and the Empire.
It's all got to tie in, like,
Resistance.
even, like, any other thing has to tie into the Resistance or the fucking Empire. So you're dealing with the Skywalkers indirectly one way or the other.
Or you could do, like, Lord of the Rings and just... This takes place thousands of years.
Well, I mean, that's what the Old Republic shit is.
Yeah, you do it then when there was no Empire, no...
No, then you have
Resistance.
Sith. It's the Sith and the Republic.
Yeah.
But like just like in the game, like the MMO, like the Organa family has always been like a fucking big deal on Coruscant, not Coruscant, on fucking Alderaan. So they were, the fucking Organa family was in the fucking MMO, and that's like 3,000 years beforehand. Like, there's gonna be some bleed over one way or the other because you've set it up in lore that they're that, like, motherfuckers are, like, families are that important. Yeah, you're not gonna have a fucking Skywalker show up because, yeah, you can go 3,000 years before and not have a Skywalker. The New Republic, the High Republic or whatever, there should be no Skywalkers. But you're still gonna have Yoda, so you're still fucking tangentially connected.
Yeah, but you don't have to show him. You can have other Jedis training people. You can actually show the original Jedi Temple with the books and...
I don't know. But, all right, so that's it for tonight, for this week. 2 episodes for you on Friday, later on today, tonight, whatever you want to do. I'm Wayne. That was
Paul.
And we'll see you next week.